I'm going to show you how I'm going to put a lateral in, or really fix the lateral that was here but has been chewed on by, I'm sure, a bear. We have the end of the lateral right here in front of me, and if we begin to turn, when you start looking downhill a little bit, we've got maple trees. There's a big maple behind the one that you see right here. So not that one, that's a big maple. That's a big maple right down there. That's a monster maple there. And then it's gonna swing down and head over to the main line right over there. So what I'm gonna do, since this thing is damaged and it's not terribly long, I'm gonna run a whole new line. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna walk you through the steps on how I put this main line together and then show you how it's done. To get this main line run, we've got to set up our spool so we can pull the 3/16 line off of it. We're gonna wrap it around all of our trees, go all the way down to the bottom, hook it up to the main line there, and then put a little bit of tension on it. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. I'm trying to think this out in my head. So that's exactly how I'm gonna do it. What we're gonna do here is I'm going to hook up our spool for the 3/16 line so I can pull it off and unspool it. And then it's gonna wrap around all the trees, go down to the main line down there where I'm gonna hook it up. And once we hook it up, then pull it back up to the top, put our end piece on it, and that line is gonna be done. So although that line is, once I've got it from here to the bottom done, it's not complete until we put our drops back on it. And that takes, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes. It just depends on how many we're gonna put in. I know we got really big trees here, and because of that, we're gonna have to make up some extra long drops. And I might just do that down in the house and bring them all up here at one time, because that'd be a whole lot easier. My neighbor Harley hooked me up with this thing. Just a piece of box steel that fits in the receiver, and then on the end of it goes the spool. It's a wire Jenny that I modified to use for my tubing. It works really well. In order to make this work, we need our 3/16 line. That makes sense, right? We need a 5/16 line, a transition that goes between the two, our little hand tool, and a little end hook, if you will, a small end hook. And we can rob the one off of here, or we can put a new one on. At any rate, those are the items that we're gonna need. Now I'm gonna run this thing down to the bottom, and then we're gonna hook it up down there on the main line. Okay. I made it down to the bottom. Now we need to hook up our flat hook, which is a transition from the small tubing, which is 3/16, to the bigger tubing, which is 5/16. think I got, oh, I wonder where I put them. I don't know where I put it. This could be a challenge. Here we go. You can see right here is a 5/16 barb, and this is the flat hook right here. You can see the flat hook that transitions from 5/16 to 3/16. That's what we're going to put on our line. Then we're going to cut this one off very gingerly. Once we get it cut off, then we're going to put the new one on, put the flat hook on, and head up back up to the top of the hill. This is easily done with a one-handed tool. You could probably do it with a two-handed tool, but I'm just going to use this because I'm used to using it. We clamp our tubing in here. We got a fat end, we got a small end. Fat end goes in the 5/16 side, it'll slide right on in, which is nice. Right, slid right on, no problem. Or it doesn't come out so easy. We've got a 3/16 line. Yep. Lick it and stick it. There we go. So that's slid on. And I say lick it and stick it. And the reason I say that is because you need to get a little moisture on it so it slides on really easily. If not, it's not going to go on right. Now, with a razor knife or a knife with a razor blade in it, you need to make absolutely sure you don't cut these little barbs. You cut that barb, you're going to have to come back in and fix it later. So you just take it nice and easy. These barbs are welded on. They're plastic welded. It's a really cool technology. Used to be in the body shop world, and in that world, we use this all the time. Ooh, that was a lot of snow. It's moving. Here. There she goes. Ha! Doggy. There it is. Okay. Put our flat hook on. We've connected our flat hook. We want to put a little bit of moisture on the end on both of them. Now we want to just work it on nice and easy. That's all I'm doing. I'm just making little circles. And I want to get it over both of those barbs. When that's it. Believe it or not. Ta-da! That's it. Flat hook is on where it needs to be. Even better. I'm not saying even better, it just popped off, but. Alright. Flat hook's where it needs to be. Now we're heading back up to top of the hill. And pull it tight and put our end hook on. Let me show you what we did. See it right there? Flat hook in. You see sort of a natural flatness to this. Exactly what we're looking for. That's it. Now we're gonna go back up. Holy crud! All right. That's an end. I'm gonna cut it off and reuse it. Okay. Guys, I don't reuse a lot of fittings, but this is one that's going to go on after we have a blue fitting, which is, it's only good on one side. So the water will come down the blue fitting and go one direction only. This is going to be put on in the opposite direction. And it's pretty simple. Just like putting that flat hook connector on. All we're going to do is get our tubing where it needs. You know what? It's really helpful if you cut it. Now you can put it on something. Get your tool, put it on. There you go. That's it. Get your line in hand, connect it right to it. Now we just ran the entire line. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16 drops. We still need to put our drops in. It's gonna be 15 to 16 drops. We gotta pick up one tree in the middle that I missed. We'll split the line and catch that when we put the drop in. Shouldn't be a problem at all. And that's it. It's pretty easy putting laterals in, especially if they were already here, because you kind of know where they are. If you have to run this by yourself and there's no lines here at all, running laterals can be a real challenge, because you've got to hit every single tree on your way down the mountain, and it's all got to be on grade. So guys, thanks for taking time out of your day to watch our videos. Consider giving us that thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. We got more videos coming out, not every day, but every couple of days. That's going to, at this time of the year, talk a lot about maple syrup, because we're about to come into that season. We do other videos as well, but really our maple season, or maple syrup, is the big thing on the farm right now. And so that's what we're doing, getting ready for that. So I would say that we're almost halfway done with setting our drops in, which is a good place to be. It's not even mid-December yet. And if we can get this done before Christmas, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna make Christmas and the holidays a whole lot easier. So until next time, God bless you guys.